Today, I'll be preaching from Genesis chapter 8, verses 20 to chapter 9, 17, and it's entitled God of Second Chances.
咁我今日所分享嘅信息，咁係由記載喺創世記8章20節去到9章嘅17節。咁今日嘅題目呢，就係話一個第二次機會嘅神。
And we will read the scriptures as we go along the message.
當我哋個經文提及到嘅時候，我哋就會睇呢啲經文啦。
And let me start with this. Genesis 1 to 11 is foundational to the Christian faith.
我開始咧就係話創世記1章去到11章咧，就係對基督教嘅信仰一個基要嘅。
Why? Because these 11 chapters answer the big question about life.
點解咁講呢？因為呢11章嘅經文咧就係講究竟生命嘅一個問題。
They explains to us or tells us where man comes from.
咁人喺邊度嚟呢？
The existence of the world.
世界嘅開始。
And how life form comes about.
咁嗰啲生命嘅方式係點樣嚟嘅？
And why is there sin in this world?
點解世界有罪呢？
And all this evil that we see around us.
咁我哋睇到我哋周圍側邊嘅邪惡。
And then the different races in the world and the languages we speak.
唔同嘅種族，唔同嘅言語。
And they actually also answer the question of why there is climate changes.
亦都解釋到點解有氣候嘅改變。
And we're going to see it today in this chapter 8 and 9.
咁我哋喺第8、第9章係會提及到嘅。
You know, chapter 6 to 9 records for us the story of God using the universal flood to destroy the world and the rest of His creation.
咁第6、第9章咧就記載咗神係用一個普及性嘅一個洪水去毀滅呢個世界同埋生命。
And when you think about it and when you read about it, you wonder, especially as Christian, why would God destroy the world and yet at the same time send His Son Jesus Christ to save us?
咁你就可能有問題啦。咁神點解去毀滅呢個世界？同一時間佢將佢嘅兒子耶穌嚟呢個世界，要拯救呢個世界呢？
It seems ironical in that sense.
呢個係咪有少少諷刺呢？
And to make sense of it, we must go back to Genesis 3.
咁我哋想要去睇呢個道理嘅時候，我哋就要睇第3章。
In Genesis 3, after Adam and Eve sinned against God.
咁喺第3章嘅時候，係亞當夏娃去犯罪得罪神。
But the cause of them sinning is not so much of anything but the serpent or Satan tempted them and caused them to fall into sin.
咁係魔鬼撒旦或者嗰條蛇令到人嘅去犯罪。
And so God, after the Adam and Eve sin, God declared a promise to them.
咁當佢哋犯咗罪之後，神對人係有個應許。
As part of the curse that He gave because of sin.
係同呢個咒詛喺一齊嘅。
And that is that from Eve there will come from her seed, which is a son, that will crush the head of the serpent.
咁對夏娃嘅其中一個咒詛裏邊咧，就係話佢嘅後裔或者佢嘅兒子咧，就會去係會傷蛇嘅頭。
Why? Because he is the one who caused man to sin.
點解咁？因為係佢令到人去犯罪。
So after this promise, when we move on in Genesis, we find that when it came to chapter 4, it reveals very clearly to us that it is not the immediate son of Adam and Eve.
咁我哋睇到第4章嘅時候，就睇到唔係睇到呢個該隱同亞伯，但係佢雖然佢哋係夏娃嘅呢個兒子，但係唔係佢嘅一個真正嘅一個直接嘅兒子。
But we see Cain killing his brother Abel in Genesis 4.
該隱殺咗亞伯，就喺第4章裏邊。
And to cut the story short, we know from Genesis onward until we come to the New Testament, the Son that God referring to is Jesus Christ, God's own Son.
咁由創世記一直去到新約裏邊，我哋睇到究竟邊一個兒子咧，咁直至係到耶穌嘅出現，咁耶穌就係嗰個真正嘅兒子，係傷蛇嘅頭嘅。
And he will come into the world as a man born through the Virgin Mary.
佢嚟到呢個世界上係藉着童貞瑪利亞所生嘅。
And so, as the story goes on, when it comes to chapter 6, 7, 8, 9, or particular chapter 6, at the start, it tells us that during Noah's time, the population grew.
咁喺6、7、8章，尤其第6章咧，就係話呢個人類嘅數目開始增多。
And then, because as a result of that, sin also multiplied.
咁罪亦都去加倍咁樣增加。
It multiplied until to a point that the world became so rampant and corrupt with evil.
咁罪嘅係幾咁猖獗，幾咁敗壞。
And God told Noah He's going to send a flood to destroy the whole human race.
神就對挪亞講，佢就會用大洪水嚟到去毀滅呢個世界。
But He was going to spare Noah and his family.
但係佢會保存挪亞同佢一家。
And why?
點解呢？
Because of Genesis 3 promise.
因為係喺第3章係呢個應許。
The line of Eve and Adam and Eve must carry on.
咁呢個亞當夏娃嘅後裔會繼續延續。
And so He told Noah to build an ark.
佢就對挪亞講：你要起一個方舟。
And think about it, Noah had not seen rain or flood before.
咁你諗下喎，挪亞係未見過雨水，亦都未見過洪水嘅。
Yet he obeyed God and built the ark.
但係佢信服神，就去建造呢個方舟。
And he built it according to the measurement that God gave him.
咁佢係神俾佢嘅尺寸嚟到去製造呢個方舟。
And chapters 8 and 9 tell us what happened after the flood.
咁第8、第9章咧就係記載呢個洪水之後嘅事情。
And here, particularly, we find that the first thing after the flood, God made a promise to himself that he will not destroy the world.
咁睇到咧就係話神去應許佢自己咧，佢係唔會去再用洪水去毀滅世界。
Using a universal flood.
用一個普及性嘅洪水。
And then in chapter 9, he made this promise that he gave to himself into a covenant with Noah. 喺
第9章，佢就對自己嘅一個應許，就將呢個成為佢同挪亞中間嘅約。
And so from chapter 8:20 to the end, we want to look at it. And first, let's look at verse 20. Andrew, can you read for us verse 20?
咁我哋再睇呢個創世記第8章20去到22節。咁係咁記載，挪亞為耶和華建築了一座壇，拿各種潔淨的牲畜和各種潔淨的飛鳥獻在壇上為燔祭。耶和華聞了那馨香之氣，耶和華心裏說：我不再因人嘅緣故咒詛土地，因為人從年幼心裏就懷着惡念。我也不再照我曾做的毀滅一切生物了。地還存在的時候，撒種、收割、寒暑、冬夏、晝夜都永不止息。
And if you go back to chapter 8, you'll find the earlier passage. You'll find that it took a while for the water to subside.
咁你睇到在之前嘅經文呢，就係話啲水係要一段嘅日子先去退去嘅。
And so this is after the water has subsided.
呢個事情係發生喺啲水退去之後。
Then Noah came out of the ark.
咁挪亞就出咗方舟。
And the first thing he did, we are told here, was that he built an altar and he makes sacrifices, taking the animals from the ark and offer it to God.
咁挪亞出咗方舟，第一樣嘢做咧，就係起一個祭壇，跟住佢就攞啲生物或者係飛鳥能夠去獻祭俾神。
And obviously God was pleased because God made this promise to himself.
咁神係好喜悅，因為咁神亦都對自己去有一個應許喺度。
He promised that he would not destroy the world again, even when man's heart is evil from childhood or from birth.
佢答應咗自己唔再去呢個毀滅呢個世界，縱使人從年幼心裏邊係有惡念。
At the same time, he promised that he will provide food for man as the climate changed into 4 seasons.
咁佢亦都去答應咗係提供人一啲食物，縱使係有氣候嘅改變。
And here it mentions summer and winter.
咁佢就提及呢個寒暑，
But there wasn't a direct mention of spring and autumn.
冇春天同埋秋天。
But it is implied within the two words, seed time and harvest.
但係有提及咧，就係話撒種同埋收割嘅時候。
And we know seed time, people sow their seeds during the spring.
撒種就喺春天嗰度去做嘅，
And harvest is during the autumn, the autumn month. It finished in the autumn
咁
after you
秋天就係
harvest.
收割嘅日子。
And so God was the one actually who changed the climate after the flood.
咁神係喺大洪水之後就改變咗呢個氣候，
So to speak, he changed the climate of the world.
咁佢就改全球性嘅一個氣候。
And was when he opened up the skies and also below the seas to bring forth the flood water.
咁就係話佢好似開咗天上嘅窗戶，亦都係地底嘅深淵嘅泉源湧出嚟咁樣。
Because before the flood, the earth had only one season.
咁喺呢個洪水之前呢，淨係得一個季節嘅啫。
And you read this in Genesis chapter 1, verse 7.
呢個就係喺呢個第一章創世記1章第7節。
It describes it as a waters above the firmament.
咁就好似話呢啲記載喺呢個水氣，好似一個喺個大氣圈上高。
And so people who look at this verse, they say, at that time the earth was in a special atmosphere.
咁就嗰啲人就係咁樣睇，呢個係好特別嘅一個氣候。
It was covered by this water vapor canopy.
咁可能好似一個水蒸氣一個罩咁樣。
And so this was created by God at his creation.
咁呢個就係神創造。
And so there is no need for rain.
咁係唔需要雨水。
And Genesis 2, 5 to 6 tells us this.
咁2章5至6節係咁講。
He says, at that time no shrub or plant had yet grew up at that time or grown.
咁地上還沒有田野的草木，田間的菜蔬還沒有長出來。
And God had not sent rain yet.
因為耶和華神還沒有降雨在地上，
And there was no one to work the ground.
也沒有人去耕種土地。
And the stream came out from the earth and watered the whole surface of the ground.
但是有霧氣從地上騰，滋潤整個土地的表面。
If you think about it, it's really fantastic in the sense, if we were before, then I don't have to water my lawn every day.
咁如果我哋諗下係好奇妙嘅，咁如果仍然係保持咁樣嘅話，我就唔需要喺我個後院度去開水掣啦。
And so the canopy was like, as someone described it, as a vast blanket of invisible water vapor.
咁有人係咁睇，好似一張氈係有呢啲水蒸氣做嘅一張好大嘅氈。
And it produced a kind of greenhouse effect to maintain the temperature of the world from one end to another.
咁佢嘅作用咧就好似一個溫室效應咁樣，由一極去到第二極都係咁樣。
And so when God opened up the sky and the sea to let water out to flood the world, this canopy is said to have broken or collapsed.
咁當神令到洪水就好似打開天上嘅窗，或者地下嘅泉源湧出嚟嘅時候，就好似破壞咗呢張氈咁樣。
And Genesis 7:11 to 12 says that on that day all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of heavens were opened, and rain fell on the earth 40 days and 40 nights.
咁就話就在那一天，大深淵嘅泉源都裂開，天上嘅窗戶也敞開了，40晝夜有大雨降在地上。
And as a result of the flood, all living creatures outside the ark were destroyed. The climate changed, and man's age also reduced.
咁所有嘅創造物喺呢個方舟之外嘅都去毀滅，咁人類嘅壽命係減，呢個氣候係改變。
And so this was what happened when God sent the flood.
呢個就係神去用洪水嘅時候就發生嘅事情。
And then as the water subsided, Noah came out, and the first thing he did was to make sacrifices to God.
水退咗，挪亞就出咗呢隻方舟。佢所做嘅第一樣就係起一個祭壇向神去獻祭。
Because when he came out, he looked at the earth, or at least the area that he could see is all void of life.
咁佢出咗方舟，佢所睇到嘅可能係已經冇晒一切嘅一個生命。
And he is grateful that God told him to do this and spare him from this disasters.
咁佢係感恩，因為神係保守喺呢個洪水嘅時候，佢仍然保守佢。
And so he made this sacrifice.
佢就所以咁樣去獻祭。
And so what was God pleased with Noah's sacrifice?
神亦都悅納挪亞嘅一個獻祭。
That prompted him to make this promise to himself after that.
亦都以致去咁樣去到對自己係有個應許。
Was it the barbecue smell of the meat?
咁係咪呢啲好似燒烤嘅祭肉嘅香氣呢？
Was it building the altar?
係咪呢個起嘅一個祭壇呢？
Or the act of sacrificing these animals and birds?
或者呢個係獻祭嘅一個行徑呢？
Whatever it was, he made this promise to himself.
無論係乜嘢嘅緣故，神係對自己係咁樣應許。
That he's not going to destroy the world even when man's heart is evil from childhood. He's not going to use the universal flood to destroy man anymore.
咁縱使人從年幼心裏邊係懷着惡念，佢就算係咁樣嘅時候，神亦都應許咗唔再用洪水能夠去毀滅世界。
And the phrase, every inclination of man's heart is evil from childhood, reveals that man is born in sin and he's not a product of his environment.
佢就係話呢個人從年幼心裏邊係有惡念嘅時候，就唔係一個環境所製造嘅一個後果。
But the environment brings out that sinfulness of man.
但係環境就將人裏邊心裏邊嘅罪惡就扯出嚟。
But yet God say he will not destroy them with a flood again.
縱使係咁樣，神亦都答應係唔再用洪水去到毀滅呢個世界。
But this does not mean that God will not judge sin.
但係唔代表神唔會審判呢個罪。
Because Jesus at his second coming will return to judge the world for her sin.
當耶穌第二次嘅來臨嘅時候，就會去審判呢個世界。
The Bible also says that while we were still sinners, God sent his son, Jesus Christ, into the world to save the world, particularly those who believe in him and give them eternal life.
就係話，當我哋還做罪人嘅時候，神就差遣佢獨生子嚟到去拯救呢個世界，尤其係一切信佢嘅不至滅亡。
And God did this because of the promise in Genesis 3.
因為係喺創世記嘅，因為呢個應許嘅緣故。
That he will use the seed of the woman to destroy the serpent, who is the representative of sin.
咁就係話，用女人嘅一個後裔能夠去到毀滅呢個好似呢個罪嘅嗰個蛇，就係一個罪嘅一個彰顯咁樣。
And so thanks to God who made this promise with man in the past and then repeated different ways and different times in history, that he gave us a second chance.
咁呢個應許就對人嘅就好似喺歷史不斷嘅重複嘅，我哋睇到就好似神係不斷係咁俾人第二次機會。
And if we worship him instead of anyone else or anything else, we will be blessed.
咁我哋敬拜嘅除咗佢之外，我哋唔拜所有人或者其他嘅事物，我哋就會得到呢個祝福。
Unlike those who did not, were destroyed in the flood.
就好似啲其他啲唔信嘅，就好似洪水咁樣去被毀滅。
And so those of us who already believe in Jesus Christ, we are given this second chance.
咁當我哋信耶穌基督嘅，我哋就好似得到第二次機會。
How should we respond to God?
我哋點樣去回應神呢？
And like Noah, we ought to be grateful.
就好似挪亞咁樣，我哋需要去感恩，
Offer sacrifices to him.
向神去獻祭。
And Paul says in Romans 12:1 that the best sacrifice we can offer to God is ourselves.
就好似保羅喺羅馬書12章1節就咁樣話，我哋係一個活嘅祭，係獻俾神。
Make ourselves a living sacrifice for Him to use.
我哋成為一個活祭，係俾神所使用。
How can we be used by God?
我哋點樣俾神所用呢？
We can be used by Him by fulfilling His great commandment to love Him and love others as ourselves.
就遵行呢個最大嘅誡命，就係愛神，亦都去愛其他人。
Because when we do this, people will know that we are His disciples.
咁其他人就會睇到我哋就係佢嘅門徒。
And also to fulfill what Jesus gave to us in the Great Commission.
亦都係好似係耶穌俾嘅一個大使命，
To go and make disciples of all nations.
去使萬民作我嘅門徒。
You see, when God gave Adam the command, be fruitful and multiply.
神俾嘅一個挪亞嘅一個命令就係呢個去生養眾多，鋪滿全地。
And then He repeats here in chapter 9, 2 times the same command.
喺第9章呢度，佢重複咗2次同一個吩咐。
And you see, the fruitful and multiply talks about not just biological production of children.
咁呢個生養眾多唔係淨止喺呢個生理上嘅一個生育。
When it comes to the New Testament, it includes the spiritual dimension of it.
咁喺新約嘅時候，喺屬靈方面嘅層面亦都係咁樣。
In Jesus' command to go and make disciples of all nations.
就係耶穌俾嘅大使命，就係話使萬民作我嘅門徒。
And so let's read chapter 9, verses 1 to 4 first.
咁我哋睇呢個第9章1去到第4節。係神賜福給挪亞和他的兒子，對他們說：你們要生養眾多，鋪滿這地。地上一切的走獸，天空一切的飛鳥，所有爬行在土地上和海裏的一切魚，都必怕你們，畏懼你們。他們都要交在你們手裏。凡活的動物都可作你們的食物。這一切我都賜給你們，如同綠色的菜蔬一樣。只是帶着生命的肉，就是帶着血的，你們不可吃。
So after God told Himself that He will not do this anymore, He went to Noah and He told Noah, this is what I'm going to do as a covenant with you.
咁呢個就係神對挪亞嘅一個約其中一段。
And so he starts off with the same command given to Adam to be fruitful and multiply.
咁就係好似對亞當嘅一個命令咁樣，就叫佢生養眾多，鋪滿遍地。
And He blessed them. The first thing He did was provide food.
咁佢第一個祝福就係話提供呢個食物。
And He provided a different diet
係食唔同嘅嘢。
that is different from Adam.
對亞當嚟講係一個唔同嘅食嘢方法。
Adam was only given the vegetables and fruits to eat.
咁亞當淨係食菜蔬同埋水果。
And now He gives Noah permission to eat animals, birds, and fishes.
咁佢而家對挪亞就係話你可以食所有嘅地上嘅、天上嘅同海中嘅魚。
Why did He allow Noah to do this?
點解佢容許挪亞係咁做呢？
I believe it is a very pragmatic reason.
我相信呢個好實際嘅一個原因。
Because right after the flood, there is no vegetation on the ground.
咁洪水之後，呢個地上係冇晒呢啲菜蔬。
The ground needs time to dry and then to grow crops at the same time.
咁地係需要去呢啲水退係需要一個時間，同一時間亦都菜蔬亦都係需要時間先生長到。
And whatever was available actually is in the ark.
咁所有剩低嘅都已經喺個方舟裏邊。
But God tells him this. He says, because I changed your diet, now every creature will fear you.
咁因為我改變你食物嘅一個習慣嘅時候，所有嘅生物都會懼怕你。
Why?
點解呢？
Because you will end up in Noah's table as food.
因為佢哋可能成為挪亞佢餐桌上嘅晚餐。
But at the same time, God's instruction to him was also, you cannot eat any meat that has the the blood in it.
但係佢亦都神佢都禁止，就係話佢食帶着血嘅肉。
Or else he will be held accountable.
如果唔係，神會追究呢個責任。
Verse 5, he says, can you read verse 5 for us?
第5節，流你們血、害你們命的，我必向他追討。我要向一切走獸追討，向人和向人的弟兄追討人命。
And the reason, as many people explain about blood, is that it's because blood is life.
咁解釋就係話血就係生命。
And it is true in some way because physiologically, if you drain the body of its blood, the life will cease to exist.
咁生理上嚟個呢個係一個正確嘅，因為當人係冇咗血之後，呢個生命就會停止。
Because blood represented the life of the creature.
因為血係代表嗰個動生物嘅一個生命。
And then at the same time, in verse 6, he makes another prohibition. Can you read?
第6節佢亦都有呢個禁制，凡流人血的，他的血也必被人所流，因為神造人是照他自己形象造的。
So, within this permission to eat meat, they cannot take meat with blood, but at the same time, God extended it to the taking of human life. In other words, killing someone else.
咁呢個佢話可以食肉，但係唔可以帶着血。咁呢個命令就可以延續去，就好似話去人嘅生命咁樣。當殺人嘅時候就係咁樣。
And the reason given here is because man is made in the image of God.
個原因就係話神造人係藉着佢自己形象做嘅。
And so after giving the provision and the prohibitions, God told Noah this command again in verse 7, be fruitful and multiply.
有呢個供應，亦都有呢個禁止。咁神再一次去到俾挪亞一個命令，就係話生養眾多，鋪滿全地。
The repetition of the same command.
呢個命令嘅一個重複。
And it implies actually another reason why we should not take somebody else's life.
咁係呢個好似隱晦嘅原因，就係話點解禁止我哋去奪取其他人嘅生命
？Because this command to be fruitful and multiply is not to take away people's life, but to multiply lives.
咁呢個生養眾多就係話你數目嘅一個增加。
And it was first given to Adam, and now twice mentioned to Noah.
咁第一次係俾亞當，呢次對挪亞係重複咗2次。
And so, verse 7, can you read for us till verse 11?
第7去到11節，你們要生養眾多，在地上繁衍昌盛。神對挪亞和同他一起的兒子說：看啊，我要與你們和你們後裔立我的約，包括你和你們一切所有的生物，就是飛鳥、牲畜、地上一切的走獸，凡從方舟裏出來的一切生物，我要與你們立我的約。凡有血肉的，不再被洪水滅絕，也不再有洪水毀壞這地了。
So the violation of this command to be fruitful, multiply by taking someone's life is a direct contradiction of what God wants them to do.
如果奪取人嘅生命，就係好似同神嘅一個命令嘅一個反抗咁樣。
But if they obey, God says that this covenant that I make with you is for the same reason, because so that you can multiply yourself and multiply all the living creatures at the same time.
咁神亦都對人嘅一個命令就係話你要地上去生養眾多，呢個係有昌盛，同一時間亦都動物亦都係有呢個生產。
And that covenant includes this promise that he said earlier to himself that he will not destroy the world with a universal flood again.
咁呢個約裏邊亦都包含咗話唔會再用呢個洪水去毀滅呢個生物。
So, in other words, that covenant God made with Noah, he made himself accountable to mankind that he will not do this again.
咁呢個約裏邊就睇到呢個神係自己去負責，係唔會再去用呢個洪水。
And also to Noah as a promise that he will not do it anymore.
亦都去對挪亞應許咗，就係話我唔會再咁樣去做。
But does this mean that there will be no flood anymore on earth?
咁但係呢個係咪代表就再冇呢個洪水呢？
No, we know there is flood today still, right?
咁我哋明白到今日仍然係有洪水嘅。
But he's talking about a universal flood, a flood that will cover the whole earth.
但係佢呢個係呢個普及性嘅一個洪水，係會去覆蓋全地。
And he will never use water again, but he will use fire, according to Peter in 2 Peter 3, to judge the world of its sin.
神係唔會用洪水，但係佢喺彼得後書嘅第3章就係話佢會用火。
But the good news is that Jesus' first coming has provided an escape from the judgment of sin.
但係好消息就係耶穌嘅第一次嚟已經俾喺呢個受審判開咗另外一條逃生嘅渠道。
But the bad news is that when Jesus comes back the second time, he will judge those who do not believe in him.
但係耶穌第二次再來嘅就會審判一切唔信佢嘅。
And so Jesus provided also a second chance for us.
耶穌亦都對我哋係提供咗第二次機會。
And the time from now until he comes back, this second chance is still available.
咁直至耶穌嘅第二次再來，呢個第二次機會亦仍然係有嘅。
And so for those of us who do not know him, it's the second chance is still available to you.
咁對我哋未聽過福音嘅，就係話呢個第二次機會仍然你有機會嘅。
And so would you receive Jesus into your life?
咁你有冇去接受耶穌入你嘅生命裏邊呢？
And then in Genesis 9:12 to 17, can you read for us those verses?
12去到17節，神說：這是我與你們以及你們一起的一切生物所立永約的記號，直到萬代。我把彩虹放在雲中，就是我與地立約的記號了。我使雲遮蓋地的時候，會有彩虹出現在雲中。我就紀念我與你們以及各樣有血肉的生物所立的約，不再有洪水泛濫去毀滅一切有血肉的了。彩虹出現在雲中，我看見了，就要紀念神與地上一切有血肉的生物所立的永約。神對挪亞說：這就是我與地上一切有血肉的立約嘅記號。
Thank you. See, remember the story here is that there is no other human on earth.
你要知道，係已經再冇其他嘅人喺呢個地上啦。
So Noah actually is the new representative.
神就係呢個挪亞就係一個新嘅代表。
And God says in this covenant, He says, this covenant is for all generations to come.
呢個約就係對呢個萬代嘅一個約。
And so this covenant is for all
呢個約係對所有嘅人，
that is living in the world.
亦都係住喺呢個地上嘅。
And the sign for this covenant, He says, is the rainbow.
咁呢個立約嘅記號就係個彩虹。
And the rainbow comes after the rain.
呢個彩虹就喺落雨之後出現。
And it is used as a reminder of this covenant He made with Noah.
呢個就係呢個立約嘅一個記號，就係一個去提醒神。
And the covenant is not so much for God because God does not forget.
呢個約並唔係對神嘅，因為神係唔會忘記。
It's for us.
係對人嘅。
That God will never use a flood water to cover the earth and judge it anymore.
咁神唔會再用呢個洪水嚟覆蓋成個地面去到審判。
It also explains why we have a rainbow today after a rain.
亦都解釋彩虹嘅出現係喺落雨之後。
Because prior to this flood, there is no rainbow before.
喺洪水之前係冇彩虹嘅。
Because there was no rain.
因為係冇落雨嘅緣故。
So the rainbow is a second chance symbol.
咁呢個彩虹就係第二次機會嘅一個記號。
A second chance given to men.
呢個第二次機會俾人嘅。
And that God when Jesus comes back, he will replace this present heaven and earth with a new one, according to the book of Revelation.
耶穌第二次嘅再來就會用呢個新天新地嚟取代現有嘅。
And God did make it so easy for us to receive this second chance merely by faith in Christ Jesus.
咁藉着耶穌亦都信耶穌嘅時候，就可以得到呢個第二次機會。
See, God is a God of second chances.
神就係呢個第二次機會嘅神。
Right from the beginning until today.
由起初直至現在。
You know, in the story of Israel with God as his chosen people.
咁呢個睇呢個以色列嘅一個故事係神選民嘅。
Just Israel alone, God has given them many chances.
咁神俾以色列係好多次嘅第二次機會。
One of them was after they make an idol of a golden calf and worship it.
其中一個就係話以色列係整咗隻金牛犢去到敬拜。
And God was in the midst of talking to Moses in the mountain, and God told him, "You go down now. Your people are corrupted and evil. They are doing this."
當時候神係同摩西嚟到，亦都去講，就係話你要落山，你要睇下呢啲以色列人所做嘅。
You know, leave me alone. I'm going to destroy all these people.
咁神就對摩西就講嘅話，等我嚟到去毀滅呢啲人啦。
But we know that God in his grace and mercy did not, because Moses interceded for them.
咁係因為摩西代求嘅一個緣故，亦都係神恩典嘅憐憫嘅緣故，冇咁樣做。
And then later on, in Exodus 34, God told Moses, "Cut 2 more tablets of stone like the first, and I will write on the tablets the words that were on the first tablets."
咁喺呢個出埃及記34章，就耶和華對摩西說：你要作出2塊石板，和先前的一樣，我要把你摔破的那塊板上先前所寫的字寫在這板上。
So why want to make a second set of tablets if he's not giving Israel another chance?
如果唔係唔俾第二次嘅機會，咁唔需要再寫個第二個石板啦。
You don't need it anymore.
你根本唔再需要。
But if you read Exodus chapter 34, you'll find that it is more than a renewal of that broken covenant.
咁睇34章嘅時候，呢個係多過係淨係呢個更新一個約。
But God was talking to with Moses, and there was this mention of the first time they met in the burning bush.
咁呢個34章亦都係提及，就好似第一次對摩西會面，佢呢個係燃燒嘅荊棘。
And so it's recalling and is renewing at the same time is giving them another chance.
提醒更新就好似俾第二次機會咁樣。
And in the new covenant, God through Jesus is giving us this second chance.
咁喺新約裏邊，神藉着耶穌係俾人第二次機會。
And you can say the resurrection is the sign of this covenant.
呢個復活就係呢個約嘅一個記號。
Because Paul says that if Jesus Christ did not rise from the dead, then we actually are hopeless.
咁保羅就係話，如果基督冇復活嘅話，我哋比一切嘅人就更加可憐，係冇盼望。
In fact, he said we are the most miserable people on earth because we believe in a lie.
我哋係比一切嘅人更可憐，因為我哋相信呢個大話。
And we are also guilty of bearing a false witness and preaching a lie.
我哋係有罪，因為我哋係作假嘅見證，亦都去對人傳講假嘅嘢。
And so the resurrection proves that Jesus Christ has conquered the penalty of sin, which is death, and he also assures us that we will rise from the dead to have this life in eternity.
復活咗，亦都係有一個證據，就係耶穌係戰勝死亡，亦都我哋有呢個永生嘅一個確據。
And God does not change his mind. God does not lie.
咁神係唔會改變心意，神亦都唔會去講大話。
But he is faithful to keep his promise.
但係佢信實係會直至呢個應許實現。
We can be sure that the second chance given to us will come true.
我哋要相信呢個應許係會去實現嘅。
And it has fulfilled his promise in using the seed of the woman to destroy the one who causes man to sin.
亦都實現咗呢個應許，就係話女人嘅一個後裔係會去破壞咗呢個，去令到我哋犯罪嘅。
And as I've said earlier, that Jesus gave us two instructions
咁耶穌對我哋有兩個指示
in this covenant.
喺呢個約裏邊，
Love God, love one another,
愛神亦都愛其他人，
so that people will know that we are his disciple.
咁其他人就會知道我哋係神嘅門徒。
And the second in the Great Commission is actually the same as the command to Adam and Noah, be fruitful and multiply.
呢個大使命就好似對亞當亦都對挪亞一個命令咁樣，去呢個生養眾多。
Not just within your own family, your own children, but the spiritual children that God wants to bring into his kingdom.
就唔係淨係你肉身嘅一個家庭一個兒子咁樣，喺屬靈上高就好似令到其他人成為耶穌嘅門徒咁樣。
And lastly, Jesus often said this to those people he forgave.
耶穌亦都對佢所原諒嘅人係咁講。
And one of the phrases that is recorded for us in the Bible is to go and sin no more.
咁係呢個吩咐就係話去吧，從此不要再犯罪了。
And so the other response, which is the most important actually to me, is as a Christian, after you believe in Jesus, is we go and sin no more.
咁對我嚟講，呢個好大嘅一個提醒就係叫我哋，當我哋接受耶穌基督嘅之後，我哋就係要去，亦都不再犯罪。
We have received this second chance.
我哋係接受咗第二次機會。
We are to offer ourselves as a living sacrifice.
我哋要去對神獻一個活嘅祭。
And we, as a living sacrifice, we have to be without blemish at all.
呢個活嘅祭係一個無瑕疵嘅。
And this is how we show gratefulness to the God who gives us a second chance.
呢個就係我哋對呢個俾我哋第二次機會嘅一個神嘅一個感恩。
Let's pray.
我哋一齊低頭禱告。
親愛天父，我哋感謝你，俾我哋有機會可以有一個新嘅開始，信咗耶穌基督，仲有嗰個盼望喺以後喺永生入邊有生命。我哋感謝你，求神你自己幫助我哋可以活出呢個基督徒嘅生命嚟，俾你做我哋嘅主，同我哋可以做你嘅僕人。我哋咁祈禱係奉主耶穌嘅名求，阿們。